So I always have these late night phone calls when people wake me up in the middle of the night and say, "Hey, my grass is like perfect. What do I do? When do I cut this thing?" And they get all excited. When do I mow the grass? When do I harvest? What do I do?
When do you mow the yard, right? If you can't see your car, that's a good time to start mowing your yard. The thing with wheatgrass, and a lot of people have to go by how many days does it take, or how tall does it have to be.
Right.
And it's never about days, and it's never about height. And because all wheat seed is obviously not created equal,
right.
So you can never go by how tall it is, and you can't go by how many days. But when you harvest wheatgrass is a jointing stage. It actually will split. So down at the bottom, you'll see a little white shoot, and then you'll see a second blade of grass just starting to come out. And that's the jointing stage. And that's when you harvest wheatgrass. That's when it's reached its max potential, per se. And it actually starts to die very quickly after that.
I was going to ask you, what happens after that stage if you wait too long?
Right, because what happens is, you know, people say when they go to some health food stores or juice bars and they buy their wheatgrass, it doesn't taste good. It has a kind of bittery taste. And the problem is, a lot of your health food stores, juice bars, they import the grass. It's being shipped to them in a tray. It's been sitting around for a couple days. And it starts to get older. And the older it gets, the more bitter it gets, kind of like people. I don't know where that goes.
That's a good point.
So I think what we're trying to do, and why I'm definitely in support of your company, Sean, is because to get wheatgrass sent next day air to somebody's door, they're going to get it fresh, and they're going to get it as it was harvested at the right time. See, a lot of people think, okay, well, I can let it grow in the tray and just cut it as I need it. Well, it's getting older. It's aging 40 years every day that you don't cut it. So you want to make sure when you cut it, you cut the whole tray at one time. And then you could put that cut grass in the refrigerator. It'll stay dormant that way. But it won't continue to grow. So you only want to harvest one time and then start again. New seed, new soil.
A lot of people ask, you know, can I let it grow again?
Right, and unfortunately, because wheat's an annual seed, you only want to grow it once, because it's going to start to die after that, especially as it's grown in a tray inside. So only harvest it once. Now, how you harvest the grass, you can use a pair of scissors, you can use a stainless steel knife, or you can use the ceramic blades. I noticed that you guys now carry the ceramic blades here.
Yeah, we do. We use ceramic knives every time we cut it. And obviously, when we ship, we want to make sure it's as fresh as possible when it gets to you. So we use a ceramic knife so it doesn't oxidize the bottom of tips of the wheatgrass, so you don't get the brown.
I think that's the best way to describe a ceramic knife, because, you know, when people told me about ceramic knives, I didn't really understand until you take an apple and cut half of it with a stainless steel knife and half with the ceramic knife and let them sit there for an hour or two and then come back and look at them.
Very good point.
Yeah, that's interesting.